Right, welcome to a video about the Datsun 510 that is going to start with some information about the Corolla. So yeah, I hope you're all well, guys. But just going to give you a quick update on the Corolla and what's been done with it. Not a whole lot, you know, it's not like loads and loads and loads of stuff, but just letting you know that the manifold, the progress on the manifold has been quite slow. So I've basically just begun cleaning up all of the welds with a die grinder. It's not great, this die grinder. Like, it's fine. And it's my fault. It was a bit of a cheapie on Amazon, but it'll do the job for now. I did buy some carbide bits to go in it, but it doesn't close enough to use the carbide bits, so that's a bit crap. But anyway, cleaned up the welds, as you can see, and revealed some of the cracking. Also cleaned up the gasket surface, because that was and is still pretty pitted and nasty, which you can see there if I kind of move out of the way. So yeah, not great, but this is just to let you know that I've done some stuff with it. I will show you the welding of it all, but I will say this, guys, amazing purchase, air compressor, A1, brilliant, love it, genuinely. So I'm going to keep working on this, but I will show you trying to weld it up as well, with my little Clark welder there. But anyway, like I said, this is actually a video about the Datsun 510, just letting you know what I think of it now. Now it's got the L16 as well as the 5-speed. Going to do a video on that. But there's also another thing to do before we do a video on the Datsun 510. Well, we're in the video on the Datsun 510, but there's something else I need to do, which is thread adapters. Basically, I ordered a really cool shift knob. I think it's cool anyway, and yeah, it's not the right thread pitch, so we're going to try and do that now, just so we can fix that and drive with a really cool shift knob. So let's get in the car and I'll show you. Oh, also what I did do, put on new old Brightwork. So this chrome piece was off my old Datsun. The other one, which is actually still in here, it just wasn't fitting properly. I need to trim it up, because there's this metal part here which is all bent and it's just out of shape, so it's a bit of a pain in the ass. But anyway, what we do have for the car, which I really like, so I hope I can get it to fit, is this. A classic, if it'll focus, Datsun shift knob in wood. I think that'll look really nice there. I also do have this as a gear stick surround, which I am going to put on, but I need to take this metal faceplate off and I need to weld in just another piece of metal, which I bought the metal for. So I am going to start doing some fabrication on this channel, which is weird to say, but why not? I might as well give it a go. Hey. So yeah, like I said, bought these little thread adapters. Should be able to do this quite easily. It shouldn't exactly be difficult. It's literally a thread adapter. So let's. I have no idea what thread pitch it is, because I don't know if this is stock. It's a bit of a nightmare. So as it stands now, it's just that little bit too big, the thread pitch, and it's never quite done it. So it is marginal, but I really like the look of this. I think this is really nice. It's my jam, my cup of tea. I do have a new daily driver, which I will show you at some point. I don't know when. I don't know when I'm going to line that video up, but there will be one soon. That's too big. This is where I find out I bought like the wrong ones, which I might have done, to be honest. I hope not. Okay, so that goes in there. That's fine. Let's see if this will. This is just a guess. I don't know. Nope, that's way too much. Fucking hell. It's so bizarre. Like, it's. it's a really... I don't think any of these are going to work, looking at them. I think these are... I literally don't think any of them are going to work. Wow. What have I got here then? What is it? See, that goes in there, but it won't go all the way down. What on earth? How bizarre. How frustrating. See, that works as well. Yeah, sorry about that. Apparently, the memory card ran out of memory, so I'm gonna have to drill this out, annoyingly, because it's just, yeah, she ain't working, and I don't really know. It's definitely the wrong thread pitch, and that ain't ever gonna work. So I'm gonna have to drill that out, and then I'm sure one of these will hopefully then be the correct one. So I don't know if I've got time to do that now. I might have time to do that now. Because the thing is, this will fit in it. That's quite a lot to drill out though, isn't it? What I could do is affix it to it. I don't know if I've got any epoxy. That'd be quite messy as well. Because I could just do that, you know. Well, not. Yeah, I guess so. Not that one, but you know what I mean. Not that one, for fuck's sake. I could just do that. But then will that go down far enough? I don't know if it will. Yeah. No, that would look dumb as hell. Yeah, no. No. It needs to. Oh, anyway, whatever. I will... I don't know. I don't know if we can do this today. Annoyingly, it does need to go all the way down, right? That's where it needs to go, because it needs to have the shift boot to come up so it looks right. Well, anyway, whatever. I will figure this out, because I don't know if I really want to drill it out, but I might have to, annoyingly, just so it can go and hit whatever thread that is, because I still don't know what thread that is. It's tricky. Anyway, pick this back up in a minute and tell you about the car. Alright guys, hey CC. So I haven't got it to work. Basically, I've drilled it out a little bit, still can't really get them to fit in. I'm not 100% certain that it's going to work anyway. When you look how small the thread is versus these, I think they are just so, I don't know, like a millimetre off by the looks of it. It doesn't look like that tiny little thread in there is going to take that. So I think what I'm probably going to do is buy some epoxy and just epoxy it in, I guess. That's my, yeah. I do have some metal epoxy. That might work. But I need to Google whether metal epoxy will epoxy metal to wood, because I don't know if it will. But anyway, we are about to go out in the Datsun, and I'm about to tell you all about it and why I need to take one of these everywhere I go now. So let's go get the sunglasses and go get my hair cut, and I'll talk to you about the Datsun. Right, well, let's see if she starts. If I can put the bloody key in. Oh. Yep, still a little bit of a pain in the ass to get started, but all in all, pretty damn decent. So, yes, first video talking to you about the Datsun when it's actually driving. It's done really well, done really, really well, but there are still some issues, which we'll get to. Alright, so, we are driving the Datsun, and apparently the bloody window won't wind up properly, so that's good fun. There's one issue. Anyway, right, so I'm going to try not to shout, because I know that the microphone's relatively good, to be honest, but it sounds very loud in here. So obviously, as you know, I spent ages putting in the Datsun L16 with the twin carbs, and then also the 5-speed. Now, that 5-speed that I did have, the dog leg, blew up. Good times. I still haven't taken that apart yet, and I will do. I've just got other things that are a little bit more pressing right now. So, you know, I will take it apart. That'll probably be like a winter thing, I think. You know, nice little winter job to do. But obviously that blew up, and I then had to put in this other mystery 5-speed, because that's kind of what it was really. It was a mystery to me. I didn't know it was any good. Done a full service on it all, you know, new fluids, things like that, and I've taken it out on a few drives now. Had major issues with the carbs, and they're still weird, so that's what the Allen key's for. It's quite frustrating really, because I didn't do anything to the carbs, and then all of a sudden they're not great. And I think what's happened is having the car up and down on jack stands has dislodged some shit in the fuel tank, because if you remember, this is a barn find. So it had been sat for over a decade in a garage. I say barn find, it's a garage find, right? It's basically a barn. And it had been sat for over a decade, and I basically saved it, you know? I say basically saved it. The owner really loves his Datsuns, but this had just been sort of sat there, and I'm obviously, you know, giving new life to it, I guess. A different life. And so I think what's going on with the carbs is a bunch of dislodged shit, effectively, because they act really weird. Like, I've taken them apart completely. Float, needles, everything, right? Everything's been, valves, it's all been completely dismantled, cleaned with wire brushes, air, everything, carb cleaner, soaked, everything you could imagine doing, I have actually done. And it's not like they're in bad condition. The rubbers on the needles are in pretty damn good shape, to be honest. But yeah, still acted a bit weird. So I took it out on a few drives. It was absolutely fine. I then had the issue with the Corolla, and I then decided, right, well, you know what I'm going to do? I'll take the Datsun to Goodwood instead of the Corolla to initiate. And it did really well. It did the whole drive, did 30 miles to the gallon, like genuinely impressive mileage. And then I took it out yesterday to go drop the head of the Corolla engine off, and the bloody carbs started playing up again, pissing out fuel out the top, as if one of them anyway, as if the valve wasn't closing. But the float works, like it's at the top. It was really weird. I don't understand it effectively. It doesn't really make any sense to me. But that's one issue. And so that's why I need to now carry around a Allen key number 4. Because obviously I can't have that happening, and I can't, without being able to take apart the float bowl and mess about with the valve. It then works absolutely fine when that happens. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know. I don't get it. But there's issue number 1. Aside from that, guys, this car has actually been amazing. I raised it just a little bit more at the rear after, you know, I did that video where I was like, oh, it's a bit weird, you know, it's a bit like jaggedy on the floor, bottoming out, that sort of thing. I raised it, I think it was half an inch I raised it, but I can't exactly remember, but it wasn't much. And it drives nice. Like, it is a nice car to drive. I am genuinely amazed by how capable it is on the motorway. And it's that way for a few reasons, because, and I only know this because I took apart the engine and did some investigating, this has either an L18 cam or an L20B cam in it. So, or an L16 triple S cam. They're basically all the same. I don't know what it is. I don't know what the cam is, but it's an upgraded cam in the top. Intake and exhaust cam, right? It's an upgraded cam. And I know that because the middle of the cam has 2 rectangular arms that stick out, and that is not a stock L16 cam. And it does sound fucking amazing. You know, yeah, sure, it's not fast. Well, it's kind of fast-ish. For what it is, it's fast. But it does sound good now. That exhaust, brilliant. Like, actually, I really love the exhaust. I think the exhaust is great. So, 5-speed L16, best thing I could have possibly have done to this car. It is such a good platform. I love the upgraded L16, whatever it is. It also has a A87 head, which is an upgraded head as well. So, again, who knows what this engine actually is. It's a bit of a Frankenstein, but it works. It really works, and it works nice. Like, it's a really nice engine to drive. The 5-speed it is so good. It is such a good, and this was a mystery 5-speed. So just to quickly tell you a little story about it, for those that don't know, and I don't know if I've ever really said it, but that absolute knobhead that I bought all the Thai cars off of, I asked him to find me a 5-speed, and he just was like, oh yeah, here's one. I was like, what is it? And he was like, I don't know. I'm like, oh, what do you mean you don't know? He's like, I don't know. He was like, but it was out of a 510, so do you want it or not? And I'm like, yeah, I'll buy it. It was like 200 quid, it was dirt cheap. And so it was a mystery, and obviously all my experience with the Thai cars have been terrible, and that guy has been terrible. So it was a mystery gearbox. I didn't know it was going to be any good, and it's amazing. It's a really nice gearbox. The 5th gear is a really lovely cruising gear, but it still has power as well. It's smooth, there's no crunching, there's no noise, there's no bits, there's nothing, it just works. So probably the best thing I bought from that guy was a bloody gearbox, hilariously, which is actually quite funny, to be honest. I've spent like, I don't know, over 30 grand on cars, but then the best thing I bought is a 250 quid gearbox. Like, that's hilarious. If it wasn't so sad, it would be hilarious anyway. But yeah, I love it. I love this car. I love it so much. It's exactly what I wanted it to be. And so the plans with this car now is, it's not done. Like, Jesus, it's not done. There's a lot to do with this car over autumn and technically summer as well. I bought a new lip for it. So for those that, you know, watch the install of the engine, you'll know I smashed my lip and my forehead. Not my actual lip, but my forehead and the lip to the car. So I bought another one, that arrived. It's a really nice one. I think it's going to look great. It's different to the one I had, but again, same style. It's a Pond Retro Lip V2, I think. I'll show you in another video, but I need to send that off to get painted. So what we're going to do is obviously upgrade the interior. I've got new carpet for it. We're going to do the dash. We're going to make it mint. We're going to give this car the restoration it deserves. Because mechanically it's solid. Gearbox is great. Braking's great. It runs great. Carbs are a bit weird still, but whatever. We'll figure that out. I do want little trumpets for the carbs as well, which, you know, I'm hoping to do soon. We're going to make the interior a bit nicer, like I said, with that face plate for the gear sticks around. I just need to weld it on, basically. Cut a bit of metal, weld it in, and then riven up so I can, you know, screw in these screws. So that's it. This car is solid. It's such a joy to drive. I love driving it. And it's so capable as well. I have just ordered a Gilson design new center piece for the dash, where it's got space for 3 gauges and also a single DIN stereo. Because I've realised I really like this car and I'm probably going to drive it a lot, I might as well have like a modern head unit with the retro speakers and just make it a bit nicer. So Still going to be nice and retro with it all. Like, retro meets modern, I guess, in certain elements. Not a lot. 4th gear pull. Pull's nice, still pulling. 70 mile an hour. Into 5th. Although the car's being pulled over there by the road, that was a bit scary. Again, it's normally pretty capable in terms of its handling. That was slightly scary. Yeah, I don't know. It's going to be a good car. So there's the update. I promised you guys an update on the Datsun 510. It runs really well. As you can tell, this is 5th gear. Just cruising, guys. Just cruising. This is what it's all about. So with this car, we're going to be going to Players Classic, as well as Roll Hard. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys there. If you want to support the builds, please do. I've got, I say merch, but it's a clothing line called Retro Classics, link down below. Please do grab a Datsun 510T. Please do grab a Corolla t-shirt. Support the builds. And loads of people keep asking, where's the pickup truck? I've got an update on that coming very soon, and it's not a good one. But thank you so much for watching. Give the video a like and a share. I'm going to enjoy my drive to get my hair cut. Take care.